I need some perspective here because my family is making me feel like I'm completely in the wrong. But something about this whole situation just doesn't sit right with me. So I'm supposed to be a bridesmaid in my sister Emma's destination wedding in Tuscany next month. When I got the invitation back in January, I immediately RSVP'd for 2 people and mentioned I'd be bringing my girlfriend Sarah. Emma and I have always been close, and Sarah has been part of our family gatherings for the past 2 years. She gets along great with everyone, including Emma, so I didn't think twice about it. Everything seemed fine until Emma called me yesterday, sounding really uncomfortable. She said they had to make some tough decisions about the guest list and that Sarah couldn't come because they're only allowing married couples to bring plus ones. She went on about how expensive destination weddings are and how they're trying to keep it intimate. I was disappointed, but tried to be understanding at first. Destination weddings are expensive, and I know they've been stressed about costs. But then my cousin Jake called me later that evening, and during our conversation, he casually mentioned how excited he was to meet Marcus's girlfriend at the wedding. Marcus is Emma's fiancé's brother, and I knew he'd been seeing someone new. That's when I started asking questions. Turns out Marcus has been with this girl for maybe 6 months, and she's definitely invited. So I started digging a little more, and Jake confirmed that several other unmarried couples from the groom's side are coming, including some people who've been together for less time than Sarah and me. I called Emma back immediately and confronted her about this. She got super defensive and started stumbling over her words. First, she said those decisions were out of her hands because they were the groom's family's choices. Then she switched to saying those people have different circumstances. When I pressed her on what circumstances exactly, she couldn't give me a straight answer. The whole conversation felt awful. I've never directly accused my family of being homophobic because they've always said supportive things and seemed to genuinely like Sarah. But this double standard is so glaring that I can't ignore it. I finally told Emma that if my girlfriend of 2 years isn't welcome while someone's girlfriend of 6 months is, then I wouldn't be attending either. She immediately started crying and saying I was being unfair and putting her in an impossible position. But I stood my ground and said that if she can make exceptions for other people's relationships, she can make one for mine too. Now my parents are absolutely furious with me. My mom called this morning saying I'm being selfish and dramatic, and that I'm ruining Emma's special day over a simple +1 issue. She keeps insisting that this isn't about Sarah being a woman, but about genuine budget constraints, and that I'm making everything about my sexuality when it doesn't need to be. My dad texted saying I'm throwing away my relationship with my sister over pride, and that sometimes we have to make sacrifices for family. He said I can bring Sarah to future family events, but weddings are different and more complicated. Emma sent me a long message this morning saying she's heartbroken that I think she's homophobic, and that she's just trying to balance everyone's needs and expectations. She said there are family politics I don't understand, and that she's caught between different sides. She's begging me to reconsider and come alone, saying my presence as her sister matters more than anything else. I'm starting to second-guess myself because maybe there really are complications I don't see. Maybe the groom's family insisted on their guests, and Emma had no choice. Maybe I am making this about sexuality, when it's really just unfortunate timing and politics. But I keep coming back to the fact that Sarah and I have been together twice as long as some of these other couples who are invited. We're talking about moving in together next year. She's been to every family holiday for 2 years. The inconsistency just feels too convenient to ignore. Sarah says she supports whatever decision I make and doesn't want to cause family drama, but I can tell she's hurt. I'm torn between not wanting to miss my only sister's wedding and feeling like I need to stand up for my relationship and what feels like unequal treatment. AITA for refusing to attend my sister's wedding without my girlfriend.